Hi, it's Melanie. Thanks for joining me in the Moving Mountains series, Lesson 6, Forgiveness. I am creating outside of my Bible using manila cardstock. I am also using a mixture of mediums for a simple tag. I have a few videos where I have created tags and you can click the link to see those. For now, please watch as I create. If you have not begun implementing Lesson 4 in your daily lives, I want to encourage you to start small, then go big. The effective prayer I am talking about gives us the peace that passes all understanding in a storm or a difficulty. It completes us. The puzzles of our lives come together in that 1 hour when we effectively pray, when we spend time loving on God. Forgiveness. If I tell you that forgiving someone who has hurt you is easy, I would be lying to you. Forgiveness is hard, and the thought of it may break our hearts into a million more pieces. Forgiveness often is messy, and the look of this tag ties right into that. Matthew 6:12-15. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive our trespassers. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. When someone has hurt us or offends us, especially if we are in close relationship with them, it can be devastating. There are different levels of pain and grief that we go through when we are hurt, betrayed, or used. Now this is when we are going to deviate from our prayer formula for a moment. Why? Because after a hurt, betrayal, or disappointment, our hearts are heavy, wounded, and we need to feel love and acceptance. It can be difficult to give praise when we're hurting. In my experience, when it comes to forgiveness, the first thing I want to do is get revenge. Let's be real. But I calm down and set my heart to forgive. Then I feel everything. I feel all the hurt, all the anger, all the pain, and all the hate. Again, let's be real. Then I go to God and tell God my side of the story. I tell God that what they did to me, what they said to me, what they said about me. Then I tell God that I don't want to forgive them. Then I pause, and sometimes I cry depending on how deep the hurt is. Why? Because I'm about to pray for someone who has just hurt me. I pray with my voice and my heart breaking as I ask God to bless them and keep them. I ask God to make their way prosperous, to cover them, and whatever they need, supply it. Or every time I have felt anger or hurt for or hate for that person, I prayed for them, blessing them in prayer. My heart began to be soft toward that person and towards God again. It became easier to go back to the prayer formula and easier to pray for that person. Then one day was done. All the hurt, all the anger was gone. I had forgiven them and I used prayer to do it. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be children of your Father which is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. Revenge feels good for a time, but ultimately it does not work. The pain you give can never cancel the pain you have received. The best revenge is forgiveness, because it frees God's hand to avenge you. Get out of the way and let God take care of this. Yes, forgiveness is a process, and it's up to us how long it takes. It can take 7 minutes, 7 days, 7 months, 7 years, or your lifetime. It's up to us. Forgiveness doesn't mean that the person who hurt you was right, or that you should forget. It means you release the offense, you release the hurt, you release the anger, and you release the hate to God, and God will avenge you. I am not finished with this tag. As I go through the process of fully forgiving the people who have hurt me, I will come back to this tag and add more to it. And once again, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving one another, just as God also forgave you in Christ. God bless you and yours.